Welcome back to some more Mr. Bones Bone Us content. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, there are so many. There's so many jokes. I want to tell y'all all the jokes. This is just gonna be me reading the jokes from Mr. Bones. Full credit to whoever made the jokes, but here we go. There were two ships. One was painted red, and the other blue. They collided. At last report, the survivors were marooned. How many zombies does it take to play hide and seek? 1. Knock knock. Who's there? Boo. Boo hoo. Oh, don't cry. It's only me. This horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face? You want to make a zombie laugh on Monday mornings? Tell him a joke on Friday night. Why the dinosaur cross the road? Because chickens hadn't evolved yet. I find that offensive. What do you call a fly buzzing inside a zombie's head? A space invader." We actually got that one. How do you get two drummers to play in unison? Shoot one. Why the chicken crossed the playground? To prove he wasn't a chicken. Why didn't the chicken's skeleton cross the road? He didn't have any guts. You know, that math exam was a piece of cake, which was kind of a surprise because I was expecting some questions on a piece of paper. I love those kind of jokes. These two Eskimos in a kayak were freezing butt cold, so they lit a fire in the boat and it sank, proving once and for all, you can't have your kayak and heat it too. What'd the Zen master say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. I didn't get it at first because I took it too literally. Knock knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad I came? Bah. Boo. Boo. Knock knock. Who's there? Hans. Hans who? Hans up. You're under arrest. Now, why is the frog green? Because he eats peanut butter. What? Why is the frog green? Because he eats peanut butter. Y'all get that one? I don't get that one. I don't get that one. You want to make a zombie's eyes light up? Shine a flashlight in his ear. Yeah, alright. Oh, because he's brain dead. Okay, I got it. Knock knock. Who's there? Abby. Abby who? Happy birthday to you. Two boll weevils grew up in South Carolina. Now one went to Hollywood and became a famous actor. The other stayed behind in the cotton fields and never amounted to much. The second one naturally became known as the lesser of two weevils. Why'd the turkey cross the road? Prove he wasn't a chicken. You guys are so skinny, if you were wearing white shirts and red ties, you'd look like thermometers. That's pretty funny. How do you know when a drummer is knocking at your door? The knock is out of time. He's got a lot of harsh words for drummers. Why'd the zombie drive into the ditch? Turn the blinker off. Dumb. You know how people say, time flies when you're having fun? Well, frogs say, time's fun when you're having flies. We actually got that one, I think. That was the first one I got, and I had to kind of like figure it out. Knock knock. Who's there? The interrupting cow. The interrupting cow who? Moo. Note that this line must be triggered while the skeletons are asking the interrupting cow who. Oh, okay. We didn't get any of the knock-knock jokes, so with the knock-knock jokes, you actually have to let the skeletons respond. I didn't even know they were saying anything. What's purple and robs banks? Al Kaplum. Boo. What's green and sings? Elvis Parsley. I like that one. How do you get a guitar player to stop playing? Give him some sheet music. Why did the Siamese twins move to England? The other twin wanted to learn to drive. It's kind of funny. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. I feel like jokes like that, you should get booed anyway. You should just lose immediately. Why do guitar players dance while they play? To get away from the noise the drums are making. 3 tomatoes were walking down the road. A papa, a mama, and a baby tomato. Pretty soon the baby tomato started falling behind, so the papa tomato went back, squashed him flat, and said, "Catch up." What do you call a fish that's missing an eye? I like that one. That's a joke I've heard before. What happens if you play the blues backwards? Why, your wife returns to you, your dog comes back to life, and you get out of prison. I like that one. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite. Now, what do you call 100 rabbits in a row, all hopping backwards? A receding hairline. I found this violin and this picture in the attic the other day. I took him to an auctioneer, and he says, what you have there is a Stradivari and a Rembrandt. Unfortunately, the Stradivari was a rotten painter, and the Rembrandt couldn't make violins. Now, why did the monkey fall out of a tree? Because he was dead. That's accurate. Yeah, that's what would happen. Now, what do a vacuum cleaner and an electric guitar have in common? Both suck when you plug them in. What do you get when you offer a zombie a penny for his thoughts? Change. Now, why are we here? Because they don't want us there. Yeah, I don't like that one. Knock knock, who's there? Andy. Andy who? Andy bit me again. What? Oh, and he bit me again, I guess? That one's kind of weak. I told you there were a lot of these. I went to the doctor for a checkup. It was okay. He was there. Why did the cow cross the road to get to the other side? Okay, so that's actually a joke. The one where the chicken crosses the road to get to the other side is not a joke. It's like a joke you'd hear in like 1810 when jokes were being invented or whatever. Because jokes were invented in 1810. A string walks into the bar, sits down, and orders a drink. Bartender says, "We don't serve strings in here." The string goes outside, ties himself up, roughs himself up in the head, and goes back into the bar and orders a drink. The bartender says, "Hey, aren't you the same string who just came in here?" The string answers and says, "No, I'm afraid not." Spelled F-R-A-Y-E-D, not. K-N-O-T. I like that one. Now, why couldn't the zombie write the number 11? He didn't know which one came first. How do you make a drum sound totally cool? Sell it and buy a guitar. Why do ants hide behind trees? To trip elephants. What? Why do ants hide behind tree? Or it actually says tress, but I think that's a misspelling. To trip elephants. Okay, don't know that one. What goes vroom, screech, vroom, screech, vroom, screech? Zombie driving through a flashing red light. That's funny. I like that one. Oh, I can see the end of the boo. Why'd the chicken cross the road, roll in the mud, and cross the road again? He was a dirty double-crosser. You guys are so skinny, if you were standing sideways, I couldn't even see you. What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians? A drummer. Why do bands have bass players? To explain things to the drummer. A mushroom walks into a bar, sits down, and orders a drink. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve mushrooms here." Mushroom says, "Why? I'm a fun guy." Did you hear about the skeleton who couldn't go to prom? He had no body to go with. Knock knock. Who's there? Who? Who? Hey, is there an owl in here? Why did the teacher draw a dot on the chalkboard? He wanted to illustrate a point. Two peanuts were walking in Central Park. One was assaulted. I actually heard that joke first from Dan Avedon from Game Grumps, which is wonderful. I love that that's in here. This guy went to see this shrink and said, "Doctor, sometimes I think I'm a wigwam, and other times I think I'm a teepee. Wigwam, teepee. Teepee, wigwam. What am I, Doc?" The doc says, "Well, calm down, son. You're too tense." I heard that one also from Dan Avedon, although it was the Ninja Brian special where it was the punchline was changed from being too tense to "you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer," which is just Brian's special form of humor. And the very last one: what did one wall say to the other wall? "Meet you at the corner." I hope y'all enjoyed this. I love dumb jokes, so it was fun for me. And I actually got 10 minutes out of this, so I hope you enjoyed 10 minutes of me reading someone else's jokes. I'm the MoeChicken. This has been Mr. Bones. Thank you for stopping by.